Hey everybody, right back at you again. This is immediately following my last video, so I'm just going to show you a quick portfolio of my work as far as models go. Here's one of my earlier ones, the Titanic. I did have the telegraph lines all strung up, but during a move or two they got broken and I haven't had a chance to restring them, because to be perfectly honest, they're a pain in my ass. This one here. This one I made into the USS Defiant. This is from like In a Mirror Darkly Enterprise episode. Just after they've captured it in the Mirror Universe, they did the repaint, and it's got the Mirror Universe decals on it. Now you can see the sticker. It actually is a sticker. Those are from Polar Lights. When I first got this kit, I tried doing the decal, this main decal, and it ripped right away. So they had these just stick-on stickers in there, so I just finished the whole thing with that, which looks like shit actually, but I got some paint detailing in there to kind of make it look like the Bizarre Collectors should look. Not my best model by any means of the imagination, but okay. I moved some of the other ones in here so you can take a look at them, and I'm going to have to turn on the overhead lights so you can really get a good look. Here's my Lost in Space robot, and yes, I do other models other than Star Trek. So he moves, his head turns. It's a little bit wobbly right now, but this is what I like to do. I like to do detail work with paint. And I got the mud on the treads there. Can't really see it in this light, but this rock has like 3 or 4 different tones in it. Some silver, some aluminum, some gray. Give it a real nice look. Same with the mud. It's got some texturing and a bunch of different colors, so it looks really realistic. Don't like to brag, but I am pretty good at the painting aspect of things. So there's him. There's also my X-Wing here. This one is supposed to have lights and sounds, and it's also supposed to, there's motors to make the wings go into attack formation, and also the canopy is supposed to open. However, this model kit had been sitting around for a long time. I had got it, and I never got around to building it. And when I finally did get around to building it, put it all together, tested everything worked, the motors and everything, and once I got final assembly done, the only thing that works now is the lights on it. So, but you can see the weathering I've done. I really enjoy doing weathering. Here, I'll turn on the few lights that it has. Turn off the overheads here. So I got the engine glow. Oops, and also the cockpit instruments. There's a couple different colors in there. You can see the greens, red. There's a blue in there somewhere. And of course, under his feet, light up. So, but yeah, these other buttons are supposed to like move the wing motors. For some reason, not working, and neither is the canopy motor. And there's sound effects also, but really bummed about that because I really like this model. This, you could say, was my first lit model, and it wasn't super successful. The lighting is mediocre at best, and none of the sounds or anything worked. So, kind of discouraged me for a while. But that's why I was hesitant to build this one, because I wasn't sure I'd be able to do it, and yet there it sits. So, but yeah, that's that one. Go over here, we got this one, which I've already shown you guys. This is the Polar Lights refit, 1/1000th scale. It's all decals. Over here, it's my Klingon D7, which is actually pretty dusty right now, so I apologize for that. Come on, focus. There you go. Display stand. Really bad seam work there. This was just kind of a slapped together one that I didn't take a lot of time on. This one here I'm super proud of. This is Polarlight's Enterprise C. Wasn't a big fan of the Ambassador class when I started building this, but I wanted to have a Enterprise C in my collection. And while I was building it, I grew really attached to the Ambassador class. They're a nice looking ship. And once again, I got the paint detailing on there. I got all the little extra lines and hair on it. Oh, seriously? There we go. But yeah, this one I'm particularly proud of. I really took my time on the paint job here. There's a lot of fine detail work in there. The engines, that part that's copper right there, is supposed to be yellow, but I think the copper looks a lot nicer, which is kind of a carryover also to the original refit where it has the copper at the front of the warp engines there. Thought I'd transfer it to that. I think it looks pretty good. There's my Enterprise C. I'll mix it up again and we'll go to Star Wars. And yes, I'm a Star Wars fan also. Millennium Falcon. This I painted quite a few years ago, like when I was a young teenager. Probably about 20 some years ago. This is my first weathering paint job ever. Started out, I painted some accents on it, and the rest of the model was just pure white, and it looked like crap. So I started to use some paint thinner to take the paint off, and as I was brushing it off, I realized that it creates this weathered look. So I dabbed the whole thing with black paint, and I started streaking away, and then I added accent colors and oh shoot, things are falling off of it. But rusted doors. I'm missing some of the landing gear. Once again, these got damaged in previous moves. That's why it's sitting like the way it was on its side there. But yeah, this one also I'm very proud of. Like I said, I like to do weathering. I'll have to show you my techniques for weathering if anybody's interested. I'll put these side by side. Now, of course they're not to scale, but I kind of get a feel for my Star Wars weathering paint process. So yeah, that's my Star Wars. I'll get back to Star Trek. Years ago there was a model kit that had the 3 main ships to scale of each other. There's this one. And there's this one. My oldest brother helped me paint these. He kind of taught me how to paint my models. And then there's the Enterprise D, which I currently have stashed down here. Now, these came on a stand. I just left the blue color. Well, recently, of course, Foley has reissued this kit. Here it is here. This is all decaling. Well, not all of it. Some of it's painting. The engines and whatnot. But it's the exact same model kit, only this is my revised edition. Better look at it with a better background. Not quite as busy. Just had a chance to redo them and do them a bit better. I'm a lot more accurate now. These ones I'm proud of too. The decals went on really well. I thought they'd be a nightmare because each one of these panels is like a different decal. And there's decals that wrap around the engines for the Aztec and on the engines. So I wasn't looking forward to it at all. I thought it'd be a disaster, but they turned out really well. I'm very proud of them. I got a nice pearlescent white color underneath decals there, so it shines through as pearlescent. I also bought the Enterprise B to go with it to scale of those. Here it is here. This one I'm not as happy with. I just don't think it looks as good, but looks better than it does. Looks better in person than it does on camera here. I think the main reason is that light up there is washing it out. Maybe I'll try it in different lighting some other time. And of course there's that one, which I've showed you already, the light up one from Polar Lights, the snap together one from a few years ago. Okay, and finally, and this one's not Star Trek related, but it's also dusty as hell, so I apologize. But my F-14 did the same kind of weathering on it as I've done on the Star Wars ones. F-14 is my favorite fighter jet, so put a lot of detail work into the landing gear and everything. Quite proud of this one also. Once again, it just doesn't quite look as good on camera here as it does in person. Got the detailing in the cockpit there, the paint. Can't really see because it's dusty and crappy, and I apologize. I should have dusted these before I put them on camera, but so there you go. There's some of my various model building attempts. I do have more. I just probably missed a few or can't think of any right offhand, but I'm sure I'll get around to them if I think of them. So talk to you guys a little bit later. I don't know if I'll be doing any more videos today, and it is Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. It's October 10th today, so I will see you guys later, and hope you enjoy my models. Bye-bye.